So, firstly, welcome on the show, Krishna, and congratulations, for your national record in shot put. And that too, you made it in the US. What's the feeling like? How are you feeling? और बताइए कि कैसे ये आपने record, establish किया अपने लिए?
No, first of all, I would like to thank you, and you know, all with God's grace. Um, मुझे मुझे अभी भी यकीन नहीं हो रहा कि मैंने जो तोड़ा था पिछले साल. It was very emotional for me, but also it was like a mental barrier that I wanted to break. कि अक्सर कैसा होता है कि जब आप एक जगह जाते हो और आप अपना बहुत बड़ा शोहरत, यू मेक योर हिस्ट्री एंड आप करते हो, तो वापस एक साल के बाद जाना और you're repeating yourself, you're redeeming yourself, is actually very special. Um, I am grateful for the performance, and I knew I was going to break the national record because मैंने जो season open किया था, I threw 50.99, so that's a really good start. It's basically 60 meters. मुझे अभी भी याद है when I started my season in Jan of second week of Jan, and I went in. I was feeling pretty decent because उससे पहले दिसंबर में कैसा हुआ था कि I was finishing up my commencement ceremony because I recently finished my graduation in undergrad. So my mom and dad, they came from India. I have not seen them in 2 years, so I had a blast with them. And then उसके बाद क्या हुआ कि यहाँ पे बहुत सारे लोगों को अक्सर they got the common flu. तो मुझे वो असर पड़ा, वो बहुत बीमारी हो गई थी मेरी. लगभग 10 दिन मैं बेड में रहती थी. मुझे समझ में नहीं आया कि मैं कैसे क्या करूँ. I was being very very demotivated because अरे यार सीजन ओपन करना है मेरे को, मेरा एक ही सीजन बचा है इधर. तो मुझे बहुत डर था कि अरे यार कुछ जो मैं करना चाहती हूँ वो मैं कर सकती हूँ, कि ऐसा मेरे खुद पे सेल्फ डाउट था. बट जब बोलते हैं कि अगर जिद है तो कुछ भी कर सकते हैं लड़कियां, हम लोग स्पेशली. तो आई एम फीलिंग वेरी ग्रेटफुल, एंड आई नो देयर इज मोर ऑन द ट्रैक. The aspiration is to make it to the NCAA indoors, given the fact that this is my last collegiate career season. So yeah, I'm actually very eager to see how I'm going to be performing in the next few weeks, and I think my coaches are really pumped to see how it's going to go. Right now, I'm ranked 20th in the nation here at the NCAA. So there is I'm aiming for the sky. I wanna get to the clouds. Yeah.
Definitely. And of course, आपके chances भी है for the Asian Games also, like to represent India. So are you looking
Yes.
forward to that as well?
I'm just looking forward to redeem myself in India. So when I come to India, they said there's going to be a redemption tour for me. I left India when I was 18 years old, 18, 19 years old, and I've made my appearance and performances here in the junior circuit. I was able to get the national medal and everything. But however, ever since I stepped my foot on the senior circuit, I've not been able to perform. There are a lot of changes, and also like I'm maturing, I'm evolving, and this year I'm pretty confident that I'm gonna outshine myself. I'm gonna prove myself right, and I'm very excited. Even the norms, I think right now this Commonwealth Games norms have actually come out, and Asian Games come out, and it makes me happy that these are achievable targets. I've of course spoken to my team and my support staff here, and they said yes, it is attainable. So it is looking good, and I'm being humble, just grinding, keep, don't stop grinding, and just, keep my head down, just keep working, putting in the faith, praying, and, associating myself with like-minded people, because it's very important for you to surround yourself with people who believe in you and also who wants to see you, grow, who wants to see you grow. So that's what I'm doing here. So yes, I am very looking forward eagerly.
No, congratulations. It's been like a tremendous journey of yours, Krishna. Now, tell us a bit about yourself कि कैसे शॉट पुट की शुरुआत की और एनसीडब्ल्यू में एक भारतीय का इतना अच्छा परफॉर्म करना बहुत ही गर्व की बात है, क्योंकि द
जी.
कंपटीशन इंटेंस. जिनको नहीं पता, यूएस में एनसीडब्ल्यू इज वन ऑफ देयर मोस्ट इंटेंस, मोर कॉम्पिटिटिव सर्किट. वहीं से ज्यादातर खिलाड़ी आगे बढ़ के ओलंपिक गोल्ड मेडलिस्ट या ग्रैंड स्लैम्स जीतते हैं. तो शुरुआत आपकी कहाँ से हुई, कृष्णा, और कैसे आपने यूएस तक का सफर तय किया?
जी. तो मैं पैदा हुई थी, चेन्नई में पैदा हुई थी. जो जिन जिन लोग मेरे मम्मी पापा के बारे में नहीं जानते हैं, जो जिस परिवार में से मैं आती हूँ, मेरी मम्मी पापा इंडिया के लिए खेल चुके हैं, बास्केटबॉल के कैप्टन रह चुके हैं. तो जो स्पोर्ट्स है मेरी खून में है. और आई वाज born and raised, and I picked up shot put when I was in my fifth grade. So I need to give kudos to my physical education teacher यार. मुझे पता है, अभी भी मुझे याद है कि मैं एसबीएस स्कूल में पढ़ रही थी. It's one of the most prestigious schools here in Chennai. I was born and raised in Chennai. तो मुझे अभी भी याद है कि फिफ्थ ग्रेड में She was just walking around. Lunch break में अक्सर होता है कि physical education teachers, they go on the route, मतलब कि routine मारते हैं, checkup करते हैं, and she happened to I just happened to bump into her, and she's the one who told me like, अरे तुम इधर आओ भाई, तुम बहुत लंबी हो, तुम बहुत मोटी, that time of course they क्या perception है different. She's like तुम, I think you can be a thrower, and she's the first person who actually gifted my shot put, and she's the first person who actually taught me how to play, how to hold shot put. So, and whatever knowledge that she had, she just taught me. And I've been playing track and field for 14, 15 years. And what happened, how I transitioned, so I was in SBOA school, and in 2019, I said it as a call of, it's destiny calling, or, you can say a call of a lifetime opportunity. I got selected to go to Andhra Pradesh. And 2019, what happened was there was an initiative taken by the Andhra Pradesh government along with the Sports Authority of Andhra Pradesh. So they landed a flight project called Tenerife Academy. They had a sports project. So for the very first time in India, they were bringing foreign coaches to take class and to like inculcate the value and the input, the knowledge that they had towards Indian athletes, towards Indian budding athletes. So Jyoti Araji, she's also she was part. That's how I met her for the very first time. So Jo, I met her there, and we for the very first time for somebody who has I just took up shot put because I didn't want to go to math classes. I was like, oh, if you get to go to if you get to go to track and field meets, you don't have to go to classes, like you bunk classes. That was my first impression. अरे मुझे पढ़ना नहीं है, अच्छा ठीक है, चलो ठीक है, मुझे नहीं जाना है वहां, तो मैं I'm okay. ट्रैक एंड फील्ड में सब कुछ भी डाल दो, कबड्डी वबड्डी सब कुछ भी डाल दो, मुझे मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ा, मुझे स्कूल ले जाना बस. I'm happy. And like I said, in 2019 I got the life call of a lifetime, and that's where I met like my father figure. His name is Horace Michael Wessel. So Coach Wessel, he's the one who planted the seed in my head. He has had experience of 35 years of throwing experience. He's been coaching for so many years, and he sends a lot of coaches, a lot of children, student athletes, like budding young, especially female throwers, from Jamaica to the United States. So he's the one who actually, inculcated that seed in my head, and also he introduced me to a lot of throwers who were actually in US. Like some of them were studying in Florida State University. So I was able to get the pathway, and I was very much intrigued with their lives. That they would tell me, they would show me videos, and I would see videos of them winning the major championship, and how the intensity, how the environment was. And he kept telling me, he kept feeding that on my head. So that's how it happened. And then 2020, COVID happened, and I wanted to make it to the World Under 20 championship. COVID was a very rough year for me. It was just like how people don't want to remember 2020. I think that's the year that I don't want to remember because I wasn't very happy. I was very very sad because I everything was uncertain. Nobody had clarity, and I'm somebody like I need to be organized, and I need to have clarity. I need to have a sense of direction. And for somebody who's barely just navigating her teenage years, and I wanted to go to the US, and मैंने बोला था ना जो जिद है, I really wanted to go to the US because मैं मेरी मम्मी पापा से बता रही थी उनको कि अरे उन्होंने मेरे को बोला कि मैं जा सकती हूँ, मैं कर सकती हूँ, तो मैं क्यों नहीं जा सकती. मम्मी पापा बोल रहे कि बेटा एयरपोर्ट बंद है, कैसे जाओगे, वीजा ऐसे कैसे मिलेगा, ऐसा ऐसे. मुझे पता नहीं, मुझे जाना है. तो हमने कुछ भी करके आई एम वेरी ग्रेटफुल टू माई फैमिली बिकॉज अक्सर बहुत नसीब वाले लोग को ऐसा परिवार मिलता है जो स्पोर्ट्स के नॉलेज है. एंड आई डोंट हैव टू टेल देम, एंड दे नो, दे सॉ they really saw the sadness, and they also saw the hunger that I had, that I wanted to get out of my country because I wanted to perform, I wanted to do something that I really enjoyed, and I really enjoyed throwing. Yes, I was able to go to the US again. Coach Wessel, who was like my second father, he's like a father-like figure, and he's a pivotal figure in my life. He's the one who planted the seed that I should go to the US, and also he has had a coaching experience over 30, 35 years. So he's been sending a lot of female young throwers to the United States. And through him, I was able to, connect to a lot of student athletes who are actually in the circuit. So I got to talk to them and, see the experience. And, COVID happened, and it was very sad that I couldn't, go to the US. So I went through state of depression, then because I was very disappointed that why me. होता है ना कि अरे वो जो हमारे जिंदगी से हमारे साथ कुछ अच्छा नहीं होता तो बोलते हैं अरे यार क्यों भगवान मेरे साथ ही क्यों हो रहा है ऐसा. तो मेरा वो I was in that particular phase. And 2021, Coach Vessel was able to help me out, and he actually invited me to go to Jamaica, and that was a changing point in my life. Because क्या होता है कि जब जितने भी जो यूएस कोचेस हैं वो इंडिया तक आ नहीं सकते क्योंकि it's very far, and it's highly like impossible for them to travel to all the way to India because of course you have to like talk to the university, and it's not easy to travel that far. But I know for a fact that they actually come to Jamaica, and Jamaica, because Jamaica is known for track and field, and a lot of coaches are they really want to grasp young budding athletes. So I was able to go to Jamaica, and I, met all the girls there, and I was like number one, number two there. So that actually created a lot of voice. They're like, is she Jamaican? No, she's not Jamaican. She's Indian, and that created a lot of like buzz within the Jamaican community and within the circuit. So yeah, in 2021 I got called to go to University of Texas at El Paso, and ever since then I have been in the US, and I chose to transfer after my 2022 season from there to University of Nevada, Las Vegas. And since then it's been a journey. It's been a roller coaster journey.
You mentioned both of your parents were Indian players in basketball, you said. Were they a bit disappointed when, decided, oh, let me do
Oh
short put?
no, oh no. I would say that I never wanted to play basketball. And I think it's also because given the fact that, excuse me, that I always felt my mom and dad did not get their due. And that's something that they agreed on as well. They played for India for so many years, and I still think they've not got their validation or the due for what they do. Like my mom is still, she's a selector for the Indian women and basketball team. She's still a national selector. My dad does a lot of sports entrepreneur. He's a sports entrepreneur, so he conducts a lot of grassroots level competitions just to create the curiosity and the sporty eagerness among the young budding talents out there. So I still feel like they didn't get the due, but then I think they understood what an individual sport can do because being team sport, there's one in a million stars, but then especially when you are in an individual sport, you are captain of a ship and you have your own autonomy. So I've played a lot of sport during my younger days. Like I'm still young, but my childhood days. But yeah, absolutely. I think they have always been supportive, and also like it took a third person for them to like understand, okay, fine, my girl is doing something really different. And also because, it took a couple of my mom's dads and friends because they were like, Are bachi hai, khele do unko, like, but when she didn't believe me that, it took my sister who actually, I have the best sister in the world. And, she is the one who actually told my mom and dad because I remember, like I said, 2020, there was a situation like pandemic happened and everything. And I was almost done with my 12th grade. I got homeschooled and, all my friends and everybody, all the family friends, लोग क्या बोलेंगे लड़की बच्ची college क्यों नहीं जा रही है, and I had literally took a gap of say eight months, and she is the one who actually told my mom and dad that send her to, she spoke to me and said, I really want to pursue sports. I really think I know I will make it. Like give me an opportunity. Let me a try. And basically they funded me with support of like other family friends and well wishers. And that's why I went to Jamaica without any like primary sponsors, like big sponsors. So yeah, I have to give kudos, and I'm very grateful to the family that I have for the family that I have.
Krishna,
Because without
nowadays,
them, I don't think.
of course, Krishna, of course, you have to balance between India and the US.
Yes.
आपको दोनों का rules and regulations भी समझना है because it's different, of course, qualification events, माँ, etc. क्या अभी आपके पास sponsorships है to you manage both
No,
now?
no, not yet. Not yet. I have not got no sponsorship as of yet. So I'm hoping in the future I can, of course, with your medium, I'll be able to like get more attraction. And because being an NCAA circuit, like मेरा US का जो situation है, US, of course, my scholarship, it covers my education and partially my boarding and, things like that. It helps. But when I come to India, it's been a little tricky. But I got an opportunity to go train with Reliance Foundation. It's been great. I went there like in 2020 for summer. So hoping that I can get like sponsored like them because I think that's a brand and organization that breeds champions, and I would like I said, it's very important for me to associate myself with like-minded people, and everybody, each and every athlete out there like is a champion and wants the best for the country. So yeah, I'm hoping that I get more sponsorship and financial support when I come to India.
And Coach James is also really good,
Yeah, Coach
train.
James is very nice. I talked to Coach James. In fact, I was talking to him. I was messaging him. And Coach Steve. He's a legend here in the NCAA circuit. So for me to know when I'm in the US and he's in India, and Coach Steve and I, we have really good relationship. So he's very much excited to see what I can bring on board for the upcoming domestic season in India. So I'm grateful that like Coach James and Coach Steve are like really looking forward to my presence in the Indian domestic circuit this year.
कृष्णा, जो आपको स्कॉलरशिप मिली थी यूएस में, खेलने के लिए, पढ़ने के लिए, जो आपने अभी जिसकी बात करी, बहुत सारे खिलाड़ियों को, जो भारतीय खिलाड़ी हैं, उनको इन स्कॉलरशिप के बारे में पता भी नहीं होता है। बट आपको लगता है कि और ज्यादा भारतीयों को यूएस में आके मे बी अपनी एजुकेशन के साथ साथ, क्योंकि उनको मौका मिलता है अपने खेल को भी जारी रखने का, तो
जी
आपको लगता है ज्यादा से ज्यादा भारतीय लोगों को इस अपॉर्चुनिटी का इस्तेमाल करना चाहिए और जाना चाहिए ट्रेन
जी
करने के
बिल्कुल।
लिए और पढ़ाई
जी
के लिए?
बिल्कुल जी। मुझे लग रहा है कि जो जितने भी हम जो जन है जो एनसीडब्ल्यू सर्किट में रह रहे हैं, हमने ऐसा एक, इट्स नॉट लाइक रेवलेशन मोमेंट बट एट द सेम टाइम वी आर क्रिएटिंग हिस्ट्री। लाइक मुझे पता है कि जब मैं यूएस में आई थी, मुझे कोई नहीं था जो जिसमें बात कर सकती हूँ कि अच्छा कैसा लगता है कि घर की मम्मी पापा के बिना रहना या फैमिली के बिना, परिवार के बिना रहना। कैसा लगता है कि यार खुद का खाना बनाना पड़ता है, बर्तन धोना पड़ता है, मतलब कि उसके उसके ऊपर आपको पढ़ना भी पड़ता है। मुझे ऐसे लग रहा है कि बहुत सारे लोग वो समझ नहीं पाएंगे, क्योंकि मुश्किल है वो चीजें करना। स्पेशली जब पढ़े बड़े हो, जो परिवार में है, जो मम्मी देखती है, मम्मी योर पीपल हु आर अराउंड यू कैन एक्चुअली सपोर्ट इन एवरीथिंग, बट इट टेक्स those sacrifices. And I'm so happy that there are so many Indian female athletes who are coming to the NCAA who could be crook, maybe the legacy that I'm pushing forward. Like I don't know, but I feel like I have one way or the other positively um, added or contributed to making understand that hey, you can also do sports, but आप पढ़ाई भी कर सकते हो। जस्ट यू डोंट हैव टू सैक्रिफाइस वन थिंग फॉर द अदर। एक सिस्टम है जो यूएस में है, जो सिस्टम है जो आपको एक्चुअली सब कुछ देता है, यू गेट द बेस्ट ऑफ द बेस्ट अपॉर्चुनिटीज। बिकॉज जो जिसके साथ खेलते हो, he or she is like ranked in the world. You're competing with world rank athletes. You're competing with people who represent their country in the Olympic and World Championship. And I don't think there are many circuits out there who give this exposure opportunity, and you really are treated seriously. Like it's like a proper IPL business, I would say. IPL, it's like IPL में कैसा होता है कि आपको betting करना पड़ता है and everything. And just same thing, like when you're gonna get recruited, a lot of people, a lot of coaches who are willing. And I'm proud that we, like many of us, like myself, like Pavana, you have Selva Prabhu, you have Lokesh, you have like Harshita, like you have, I may not be mentioning all the Indian nationalities, but I'm pretty sure they know, like you have I'm trying to remember Shravani, Shravani. I think she goes to Louisville. I'm so sorry if I butchered your name. I'm really sorry I butchered your name. But we the trend is going up, and it's just to say out there that if we can do it, so can you guys. एंड इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। अरे करना करना भी चाहिए। एंड स्पेशली मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि जब हम बहुत व्हेन यू वेरी कंफर्टेबल इन योर zone, then I don't think success or growth follows. Like you have to be comfortable in being uncomfortable, and I think that's what has taken us. Not I'm just talking for me, but also like entirely as others in a student, at least just to take the leap of faith. Just like, okay, fine, let me see how the sacrifices are going to pay me off.
Absolutely. You also mentioned loneliness is a part of the parcel of being away from your country. And sometimes for many people, it's hard to navigate. Like we've heard stories, previously, Olympic gold medalist swimmer who was at the NCAA, and it was hard time for him, and he decided to come back to Singapore because he was not able to deal with being away from family. And it happens to the best of us, no matter how much mental training you do. Sometimes things get. So, in those hard moments, how do you navigate through?
Yes, it's very hard. Because on the days when you don't feel like doing anything, आपका दिन इतना 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 सारी चीजें रहती है। बिकॉज बीइंग ए स्टूडेंट, अली मैंने बोला था आपको, सुबह 7:30 बजे उठना है मेरे को। 8 बजे मेरा 9:30 को मेरा प्रैक्टिस है। उससे पहले खाना बनाना है, उसके बाद ट्रेनिंग रूम जाना है, उसके बाद वापस क्लासेस होते हैं। एंड बाय द टाइम मैं घर आती हूँ तो मुझे लगभग 4:30 5:30 बजे लगते हैं। एंड उसके मुझे खाना दोपहर के लिए खाना बना पड़ता है। एंड इट्स वेरी हेक्टिक स्केड्यूल, इट्स लाइक अ 9 to 5 जॉब। पीपल डोंट अंडरस्टैंड दैट। एंड I am pretty sure everybody can agree with me, not just student athletes, but also the international students who are studying here in the US or might have given a fact anywhere in the world who are away from their family. I'm pretty sure everybody can resonate that it feels lonely, but also it takes the grit and the resilience to tell us, hey, it's okay. एंड ऑल्सो माई डैड has always told me that मैं हमेशा हर बार रोती हूँ। मम्मी पापा, जब मैंने बोला था आपको कि दिसंबर में आए थे मम्मी पापा मुझसे मिलने के लिए, मुझे 2 साल लगे। एंड जब मैं एयरपोर्ट में मिली थी उनको, मैं इतनी रोई क्योंकि मैं भूल गई कि मम्मी पापा के जो जो रहने के यहाँ पे जो जो आपका जो हग है, हाउ डज इट फील, मैं भूल गई वो, क्योंकि मैं 2 साल घर नहीं गई हूँ। मैं भूल गई कि मुझे कैसा लगा रहा है, कोई है हमारी देखभाल करने के लिए जो है। अगर बिकॉज व्हेन यू कम बैक टू, मैंने बोला था 5:30 बजे मेरा दिन खत्म हो जाता है, तो मैं कम बैक, इट्स अ फोर कॉर्नर एम्प्टी रूम, इट्स अ फोर कॉर्नर एम्प्टी रूम, यू हैव नोबडी टू टॉक टू. But then, with the help of social media and also with the help of like technology, I'm able to talk to my mom, I'm able to talk to my dad. But it doesn't still feel the same. In terms of like talking in person, just asking like, "Hi, how was your day?" and everything. But again, at the end of the day, all those sacrifices that you take and the opportunity, because of course, in order for you to be great or in order for you to do something that very less people have done, you have to make those sacrifices, and it is part and parcel of the game. Like you have to sports में, अगर मेरे मम्मी पापा ने हमेशा बोला है कि अगर तुम्हें कुछ पाना है, कुछ खोना भी पड़ता है, एंड जो मैंने वॉलंटियरली जो कहा है वो मेरी मेरी मिट्टी है, मेरी मेरी जो देश है, और मेरी मम्मी पापा जो जितने भी जो परिवार के दोस्त हैं, क्योंकि मैं ऐसा बुरा भी लगता है कि मेरी मम्मी की, इट वाज माय मॉम बर्थडे 2 days ago, एंड आई फील सो बैड कि मेरी मम्मी की बर्थडे पे जब वो कैंडल, एक जमाना ऐसा था कि मम्मी पापा घर में नहीं रहते थे तो हम घर में रहते थे। अभी जमाना ऐसा आ गया कि वो घर में है लेकिन हम घर में नहीं है, और मुझे मुझे वो बहुत बुरा लगता है, बट अगेन इट्स ऑल गोना बी वर्थ इट। जब मम्मी बोलती है कि जब तू इंडिया के लिए जो मेडल पकड़ के तू रोएगी, तब तुझे ऐसा पता चलेगा, हाँ जितनी भी जो मैंने सेक्रीफाइस है, जितने भी जो मैंने खोया है इस मौके के लिए, इट्स वर्थ इट।
बिल्कुल। और इसी यही बात को आगे बढ़ाते हुए कि व्हाट आर योर नेक्स्ट गोल्स कृष्णा, इन टर्म्स ऑफ competing for the country, what are the tournaments you're aiming for this year?
एब्सोल्युटली। सो लाइक आई सेड, मेरा जो एनसीडब्ल्यू जो करियर है वो खत्म होने वाला है, एंड माय फाइनल काउंटडाउन डेज। मुझे अभी भी यकीन नहीं हो रहा है कि मैं 2021 में आई थी, and I'm almost, it's almost 5 years now. I've been in the circuit, so that is coming to end. But however, I have my major championship. So in terms of the US circuit, I want to win my conference. I want to make it to the NCAA indoors, and also I want to get my NCAA trophy, like top eight quota trophy milta hai, and I want to take that as a souvenir, and I want to give that opportunity, give myself the gift of everything that I've put through during this for 5 year span. And also like my plan is to come to India in April. मुझे अप्रैल में आना है, मुझे खेलना है इंडिया के लिए, क्योंकि हमारा कॉमनवेल्थ और एशियन गेम्स है, तो that's the main emphasis and goal for this year. And take part, like I said, it's a redemption tour, so I want to redeem myself in the Indian soil, in my own soil. I want to redeem myself. So that's the aim and aspirations for this year.
Also probably because आप इतने टाइम से यूएस में ट्रेनिंग कर रहे हैं, वापस
जी
इंडिया में ऑलरेडी काफी यहाँ पे खिलाड़ी हैं, तो
जी
किसी तरह का हर्डल है कि आप इतने साल से बाहर ट्रेन कर रहे थे और ऑलरेडी मे बी आपने काफी कंपटीशन नेशनल्स एक्सेट्रा मिस आउट किए होंगे जो जरूरी होते हैं एक तरीके से
जी
भारतीय टीम में शामिल होने के लिए।
जी बिल्कुल।
तो ऐसे किसी तरह का हर्डल्स फेस कर रहे हैं आप फिलहाल?
मैं ये तो कह सकती हूँ कि मुझे लगभग 5 साल हो गया है देश से बाहर आके, और हमेशा जब भी जाती हूँ, हमेशा जब चली जाती हूँ तो लगभग 2 महीने के लिए, 3 महीने के लिए जाती हूँ। और जितने मैं बोल सकती हूँ कि बट इट्स फटीग, बिकॉज मेरा सीजन यहाँ पे बहुत लंबा होता है, क्योंकि मैं जनवरी से कम्पीट कर रही हूँ। एंड हमेशा, अगर आप मेरे पास लाइक अगले पिछले साल अगर देखोगे तो मैंने अपना सीजन शुरू किया था जनवरी में शुरू किया था, और मैंने खत्म किया जून में, खत्म किया मैंने। उतने ही महीने के लिए मैं यहाँ पे ट्रेन कर रही थी। और कैसा होता है कि शरीर भी थोड़ा थकावट हो जाता है, क्योंकि आप इतने महीने के लिए आप काम करते हो एंड एवरीथिंग। So I feel like yes, they do have an upper hand, but at the same time, it also takes a lot of mental ability to perform as well. So that cannot be an excuse. And yeah, there are some hurdles that I have to face, like in terms of like the training facility, कहाँ पे कैसे कोचिंग करें, क्योंकि मेरे जो कोच यहाँ पे रहते हैं वो यूएस में रहते हैं। मैं कैसे उनसे बात करूँ, बिकॉज ऑफ कोर्स जैसे आप पता है कि शॉर्ट पुट और डिस्कस बहुत ही टेक्निकल इवेंट है, और जितना आप अकेले कर सकते हो, बट द थिंग इज कि एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ द गिवन डे कोई तो होना चाहिए आपको करेक्ट करने के लिए, कृष्णा तुम ऐसा, तुम्हारा हाथ ऐसे ऊपर जा रहा है। It's a very technical and very minutical game. So lack of having the coach around you when you compete in the domestic circuit, and also like those small factors play a huge role, especially like when us Indian athletes, when we come back to India to compete, because we're living a whole entire system. Oh, I thought there was a glitch. So yeah, those are the small hurdles, but again, if there's a will, there's a way. So yeah.
No, no, definitely. And my last question is your message, sorry, to the young Indian, especially female athletes. क्योंकि बहुत से लोग नहीं जानते कि और भी मौके हैं उनको, अगर नेशनल में कभी मौका नहीं मिलता है, सो दे गिव अप ऑन स्पोर्ट्स। काफी लोग स्पोर्ट्स इसलिए गिव अप कर देते हैं, उनको लगता है कि उनकी पढ़ाई इफेक्ट हो रही है, बट एक बाहर जाके दोनों यहाँ पर भी अब अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं कि आप खेल के
जी
साथ साथ अपना
जी
पढ़ाई भी कंटिन्यू कर सकते हो, तो आपके
जी।
उनका क्या मैसेज है?
मैं ये कहना चाहूंगी, जितने भी जो महिलाएं हैं, जितने भी जो परिवार है, जितने भी जो मम्मी लोग हैं, मौका दीजिए हमें। हम कर सकते हैं। हमारा जिद और हमारा जो भूख है, वो हमें हमें हरा नहीं सकता है। और मैं ये भी कहना चाहूंगी कि देयर आर गोना बी डेज व्हेन यू फील लाइक गिविंग अप। एंड लेट मी टेल यू दिस, 3 साल पहले मेरे साथ बहुत बड़ा एक हादसा हुआ कि जहाँ मैंने बोला था आपको, मैं टेक्सास से वेगास ट्रांजिशन कर रही थी। और मेरा इरादा ऐसा था कि मुझे 2024 ओलंपिक्स जाना था मेरे को। लेकिन मैं आई गॉट इंजर्ड, एंड ऑल्सो जो मेरे जो कोच थे वो बदल गए थे, एंड ही गॉट फायर्ड, एंड बहुत सारे चेंजेस थे। इट वाज अ वेरी डार्क मोमेंट इन माय लाइफ। 2020 के बाद 2023, जब 2023 आया, and also because I was talking to the coach and we were talking about going to the Olympics, and I was getting like, excitement was there. Like, like I said, you need a sense of direction. I had I had so many setbacks. अब मुझे पता है कि मेरे जो head coach है, Kamila Jet, coach Jet, she's a world record holder, she's a Olympic medalist and Olympic champion. And I remember when I made history for India, I became the first female thrower to qualify for the NCAA championship last year. One of the journalists, I think it was, I don't want to butcher which news article it was, she told them that I think one of the reasons why Krishna is performing the way she's performing is because of her failures. And let me be the first person to tell you, all the setbacks that you have, all the failures that you have, let it not define who you are as a person and what you stand for. Let it shape you. That's all I got. And I think that carries a lot of essence. And believe in yourself. Because if you do not believe in yourself, nobody is going to believe in yourself. खुद पे भरोसा रखो, or keep praying, keep believing in yourself, and keep grinding. That's all we can do. And also, lastly, I would say that I know we are facing we're facing a tough time in life, and I'm pretty sure everybody can agree. Not just people in sports, do not give up. I know it's very easy to say than being said. It's very easy to say than being done. But every single time when you feel like you want to give up, remind yourself, like, why did you start in the first place? What was your purpose? What was your intention? And let me जैसे मैंने बताया कि जो आपने जो failures हैं, let it be a driving factor. Let it wake you up in the middle of the dream. Or let it wake you up in the morning and be like, "Arey yaar, no, I'm a champion and this is what I want to do." So yes, that's my message to everybody, not just female athletes, not just the family, but also each and everybody who's having hardship and face time. Like, if I can do it, you guys can as well. Just keep driving,
Perfect.
just keep grinding.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Krishna, for taking out and talking to us and enlightening us with not just your journey and so many other things. And we really wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.